Hey, Mark Rodriguez here. Got a brand new anime to review. It's called Konosuba, God's Blessing on His Wonderful World. Now, that's a weird subtitle. I don't really know if Konosuba translates into that, but that's what it's called. It's on Crunchyroll. It's about 10 episodes long. You can just binge watch it if you want. I think 10 or 12 or so episodes. And it's only like the first season. It just okayed season 2, so it's pretty new. It's pretty cool. And yeah, check it out, because if you like it, you want to check out all of this season before season 2 starts, you know? So, anyways, this is about this kid named Kazuma who dies in this kind of sort of car accident. I don't want to spoil it too much because it's kind of funny how he dies. And he ends up in this other world with Aqua, and Aqua gives him the choice if he wants to go to heaven, if he wants to just reincarnate himself all over again, or if he wants to go to this RPG world and save it from the Devil King, something that's never been done before. Now, in the first episode, like before he dies and everything, we see that he's already going to the store to buy like the latest, coolest RPG game ever, and it's kind of implied that he doesn't really leave the house too much. He's like a gamer, you know. So it's pretty awesome to go to this real-life RPG world where you can level up and get weapons and you know, treasure, armor, upgrades, you know, save girls, all that cool stuff. So for him, it's pretty awesome. And you can choose one thing to take with you in this quest. And, well, since Aqua's being kind of a smartass, she's insulting him and downing him and all that stuff, and she is still a goddess after all, he says, well, alright then, you come with me. So against her will, now Aqua has to go with Kazuma to this world, and the only way she could go back is after they defeated the Devil King. And yeah, so the downside also of this is that you basically come to this world as you are. So since Kazuma is your typical little wimpy dude, he doesn't come back as some kind of like Conan the Barbarian or something. He has to start like all over again. He has to like learn how to fight and everything, get stronger, and he basically starts at the very bottom doing manual labor at the stables and stuff. So of course he's complaining about like this is the life he chose, like to do all this hard work in the stables and all that. And he has to form a party to go out to one day defeat the Devil King. You know, they gotta level up first and all that. And yeah, so his party's pretty useless. Aqua herself is pretty useless, and she's very ditzy, and you know, she mostly complains about stupid things. Even in the middle of battle, she's complaining about something stupid. Or sometimes when they win like big rewards and they want to like use the money to go to a better place to live or something, she already spent it all on like a tab that she owes or something. So she kind of screws everything up for the team a lot of times. They meet Megumin. She's a mage. She does explosion magic, but the only thing is that she can only do it once. So it's a powerful attack sometimes, but after that she's just knocked out for the rest of the battle, basically for the rest of the day. So that kind of makes her useless too. And finally we have Darkness. She's a blonde knight, and her attacks never connect. She always misses. Every time she swings, she never does anything. But all she does is takes the damage for the team because she's a masochist. So that's a lot of humor. A lot of the kind of pervy humor goes into that. She basically blushes and gets all giddy at anything. Anytime she gets attacked or hit or whatever, anytime she feels insulted or you turn her down, anything that could be taken as something negative against her, she's already kind of blushing and all that stuff, you know? And like, you're gonna fight against this giant machine that's super dangerous and deadly and you know, torturous and whatever. And you know, she's like, it's torturous, you say? And Kazuma's like, you're getting off on this, aren't you? So yeah, lots of humor there. And yeah, about the humor, this whole series is basically one big comedy. It's a big comedy with the characters and everything. There are some like action scenes, there are some big fights and stuff. Near the end, it does get pretty hectic, like the whole fate of the town relies on them now, and you know, lives are on the balance. So of course it does get serious when it has to, but most of the time it's a lot of humor, a lot of goofiness and stuff. I gotta say, a lot of like perverted humor, I should say. Aqua, like sometimes I can't even tell she's wearing any underwear. She always like leans way over. It looks like she's got nothing back there. Kazuma, like, he learns this skill called steal, where you can literally just do like this and say steal, and whatever you want will disappear and reappear in your hand. And he usually does this to like underwear, so he gets a lot of panties and your girl screaming stuff, so you get that kind of humor too. Of course, with Darkness, again, that kind of humor relies on her too. Some big bad guy shows up that is, you know, just an evil bad guy, not perverted in any way, and Darkness is already throwing herself at him, acting like, oh no, you're gonna kidnap me and take me to your dungeon and force me to do all kinds of hardcore perverted acts. And he's like, well, what the hell are you talking about? Get the hell off me. You know, so you get that kind of humor in the show. In fact, one of the things I do like is that same bad guy, the Black Knight, he poisons darkness, and he says that you have to like go to his castle and survive all his traps and all his things and all that stuff within a certain time limit, or she'll die. And of course, that's what we see in lots of like stories and other like shows and things like that. But as soon as he leaves, Aqua just heals her because she has like healing powers or whatever, and she's okay. So several episodes later, the Dark Knight returns, or Black Knight, whatever, returns, and no, not Batman. And he's like, wait, how come you guys never showed up at the castle? What happened? I was waiting for you guys. I mean, you don't care if your friend dies? And then Darkness is still alive. She's still alive, what? So, it's like a lot of that kind of humor there. And also, like, for you hardcore RPG fans, it shows all that stuff, like rewards, how you level up, they learn more skills, they have this little, like, ID card with a skill list, whenever you learn, like, a new magic ability or something, like it appears, and all those things like attributes, skills, level, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a lot of fun for you RPG fans out there. And like I said, it's a pretty cool show. The characters are pretty awesome. Like the way they just coexist and all that, and all the kind of storylines they run into. I don't want to spoil too much because again, it's not too long of a series, so I can't give too many examples without like ruining the whole thing. But it's a lot of fun though. It's worth checking out. If you like comedy, just give it a shot. If you like RPG games and stuff, and to kind of like, I guess that kind of idea of actually living in the game world and all that stuff, I mean, you should probably check it out. And like I said, Season 2 is coming soon, so you might as well catch up on Season 1 before you jump into this one. And I assume it'll be in Crunchyroll whenever it hits. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here. Check out Konosuba. It's a real cool, funny anime. And of course, if I run into any other anime series that I want to check out, you know, after I see the series. I'm actually not to animes now, but I don't really want to cover them until I've seen the whole thing, you know. But yeah, any other anime out there that I may, like, be interested in that might be worth checking out, then yeah, I'll probably talk about it. So as usual, Mark Rodriguez here, and see y'all next time.